Catherine from Tots Play Wolverhampton here. Just thought I would drop everyone a little message because I've had quite a few messages asking me what to expect in classes. Now, obviously, we are trying to keep our classes as close as possible to what they would have been before lockdown. But obviously, there are some safety measures we need to take in place. So if you've not been to Tots Play before, there are loads of sample classes in the little video section, or jump across to our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube, search Tots Play Wolverhampton, you'll find us there, and there's loads of mini sessions that we did during lockdown. Now, they were open age sessions, so they're not specific to one age or another, but it will give you a feel for the vibe of our classes and the types of things that we get up to. So just a little bit of that mix of yoga, signing, sensory activities, instrument play at times, and all sorts of different things. Now, one of the things that we didn't do in those mini sessions was our sensory collections. Now, obviously, we can't share all the equipment anymore, which means I have been busy making up these bags that are on your mats. So, when you come into class, if you are doing your Discovery Tots or Social Tots classes, you will find one of these bags on your mats, and this is your equipment for that class. So, this is one of the ones I've been getting ready for my Discovery Tots next week. So, in here, we have a touch collection. And we also have, I can hear some bells jingling in there because we're also going to be playing some bells. So I thought I'd give you a quick look of the types of things that you can expect to find. So this is just a sample bag. Each week the sensory collection will be different. For our Social Tots, we won't be having a sensory collection, but there'll be lots of other goodies in there for us to be exploring as well. So we'll be exploring our senses a little bit more physically. So we'll be getting up and moving around in our little spaces or doing activities with some different equipment that you will find in your bag. But the types of things that we'll be doing, if you are a Discovery Tots, is you will find things like these lovely touch sticks where we've got lots of different textures on some sticks. So for example, this one, oops, bits flying off. We have a sparkly rough boat on this side, and then it turns into a lovely smooth boat to that side. There's about 6 different sticks with lots of different things on there. So you'll have a set of those to explore. This week with the sense of touch, you'll also find a bowl with a nice lid on to keep it all contained, and some coloured chickpeas in there for our tots to have a squidge with their hands or their feet. Now, the contents of this will get disposed of after your use. But the bowls themselves will then get washed because they are dishwasher safe and then used again for another drink. So I've made up a huge batch of these, but the actual chickpeas themselves will be getting disposed of after use. So no one else will touch the chickpeas other than me, but it will have been plenty of time in between, and I'm using a scoop and everything. But these will only have been used by your tot. We have little scrunchy things that are nice and soft and fluffy. We have things like teething rings that have different textures on them, and again these get cleaned in between use. We've got stretchy squidgy things for them to play with, and then we have tactile balls for them to play with, and then as I said, some bells in there because we're doing some bells as well. So that's just an example of the types of things. So we would spend about 10 minutes of the class, 5 to 10 minutes depending on what's in there each week, having an explore of those collections. So I've gone through those really quickly, and obviously your tot will want to have an explore of those a little bit more. So for things like the sticks, you would hold on to them and then help them have a feel of all the different textures, and you will probably find that they get intrigued by one or two of the textures more than the others, which is always very telling. And you'll have these as well, and as I say, they'll be in one of those. So most of our classes are pretty full, I have to say, but we do have a few spaces here and there. So if you have been thinking about booking on but haven't been too sure yet, check out the YouTube channel or the videos. You've just seen what type of thing you can expect to get your hands on during class. You'll have your own mat, so it won't be set up like my little classroom here. You'll have a set of 2 mats to yourself. They're all cleaned in between use. The mats are spaced out to give you some distance in between your other participants. And of course, on the way in and out of classes, we will be asking you to wear a mask. But in the class itself, whilst you are more than welcome to wear a mask, because you will be socially distanced, you will not have to wear one. All of our venues have agreed that because no one else is coming into our space, we're a contained area, we'll be ventilating as much as possible. But whilst you're in the room itself, you won't need to wear a mask, but you are welcome to do so if you feel more comfortable doing that. But hopefully that's answered a lot of the questions I've been getting on text and WhatsApp and everything else. Now, for those of you that have signed up, don't forget we do have our Customer Hub WhatsApp group. We're a chatty bunch. I do pre-warn you, you'll probably want to put us on mute and jump in and out when you're ready, because we talk a lot on there. It's very chatty on there. We also have the Facebook customer page, which is a little bit quieter, so if it gets a bit too overwhelming, you've also got that one as well. And yeah, we're pretty much everywhere these days. So any questions, pop me a message. If not, I shall see you guys in class. Bye-bye.